Good morning. Good morning. Welcome or welcome back to Bookeemonsters. My name is PK. It is Tuesday, July the 16th. We are here to look at the new releases being set into the wild this week. On Tuesdays, we look at mysteries and thrillers. Every day of the week, we look at a different genre. Yesterday, we looked at cozy mysteries. Today is mysteries and thrillers. Tomorrow will be romance. Quick announcements. I do have sprints tonight at 6 p.m. Mountain Time, 8 p.m. Eastern. They go for 2.5 hours. I do every Tuesday and Thursday evening and Saturday afternoons for sprinting. So bring your own book, work on a project, just close your eyes, whatever it is that is self-care for you. That is time carved out for you. Put up the do not disturb sign. Mary says, good morning. Good morning, Mary. Happy Tuesday. Started a new book yesterday, The Judge by Peter Colt, set in 1986 in Boston. Crisp clear writing for a change. Enjoying it so far. Awesome. Kim, good morning. Good morning, Kim. How are both of you doing this morning? How is it 2 hours ahead of us? What's the future look like? Okay. Let's see. Anything else? No. Well, let's jump in. All right. First up, It Had to Be You by Eliza Jane Brazier. Two contract killers, each with a hit list out on the other, must fight their growing attraction as they face off in an epic game of lust and murder from across Western Europe. So this could have gone romance, this could have gone thriller. I opted for thriller. When Eva and Jonathan hook up on the sleeper train from Florence to Paris, they think they'll never see each other again, which is too bad because neither has ever felt a spark like this for another person. But love isn't on the agenda in their line of work. 6 months later, they run into each other in the Hall of Mirrors in Versailles. This encounter is not by chance because Eva has been hired to kill Jonathan. She's a contract killer, but what she doesn't know is that he is too. Their meeting kicks off a high stakes adventure across Western Europe. There will be tourism, there will be bodies. Eva and Jonathan might even fall for each other. As the two get closer to completing their assignments, it becomes clear that they are also being hunted by something even more dangerous than love. I put it there because it was spyish, thrillerish. One Big Happy Family. Supposed to be hit 101 today. Ugh, I'm not sure what the heat index is going to add to that. Hot, baby, hot. It's too darn hot. Yep. 90s are, extended forecast, upper 90s, which probably means 100. Kim thinking I might start The Bookwoman by of Troublesome Creek today. Oh, nice. Anything about books? I like it. This is by Jamie Day. This is a thriller. Summer suspense. Could this reunion be the death of them? The Precipice is a legendary family owned hotel on the rocky coast of Maine. With the recent passing of their father, the Bishop sisters, Iris, Vicky, and Faith, have come for the weekend to claim it. But with a hurricane looming, of course, and each of the Bishop sisters harboring dangerous secrets, there's murder in the air, and not everyone who checks into the precipice will be checking out. Each sister wants what is rightfully hers, and in the mix is the precipice's 19-year-old chambermaid, Charlie Kelly, smart, resilient, older than her years, and in desperate straits. The arrival of the Bishop sisters could spell disaster for Charlie. Will they close the hotel, fire her, discover her habit of pilfering from guests, or even worse, learn that she's using a quiet guest room to hide a woman on the run? Hang on, my screen looks dim. Let's make sure we're on superpower. We are not on superpower. There we go. Only One Survives. Well, way to give the plot away. By Hannah Mary McKinnon. Becoming the star is easier when the rest of your band is dead. Dot 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 dot. All drummer Vienna Taylor ever wanted was to make music. If that came from with fame, she'd take it, as long as her best friend, guitarist Madison Pierce, was sharing the spotlight and singing lead. And with their new all female pop rock band gaining traction, soon everyone would hear their songs. Except on the way to an event, the Bittersweets van careened off an icy mountain road during a blizzard, leaving one member dead and another severely injured. In order to survive the frigid night, the rest took shelter in a nearby abandoned cabin. Are you sure it's abandoned? But Vienna's dreams devolved into a terrifying nightmare as one by one her fellow band members met a gruesome end, and Madison simply vanished in the night. What really happened to the Bittersweet? Did Vienna's closest friend finally decide to take center stage on her own terms? She doesn't want to believe it, but guilty people run. Okay. The Astrology House by Karen Jade. A group of wealthy Manhattanites escape to an astrology-themed retreat where simmering resentments and long-held secrets lead to a shocking death. Margot needs a minute. She's been working 80-hour weeks as a newly minted partner at her law firm. She's disconnected from her brother, the only family she has left, and she's still not pregnant after years of trying. Stars Harbor Astrological Retreat promises rest, relaxation, and wisdom for Margot and her friends. With Instagram-worthy views and nightly astrology readings in an impeccably restored waterfront Victorian house, this getaway should be nothing but idyllic fun. For Margot's brother Adam, it's the perfect opportunity to rekindle the romance that fuels his writing. But his wife Amy hides the darkness of her past with a beautiful social media feed. Their friend Farah is a successful doctor who cannot admit that she's losing control. Yet no one holds a greater secret than their astrologer host, Renee. She has a plan for all her guests, and one of them won't be leaving Stars Harbor alive. Well, that doesn't sound like much fun. Going to bead society meeting this morning. We will bead for about 3 hours. That's fantastic. Lots of talking and laughing fun. Oh, we used to have a group like that, but our beach store closed. Have a good time. Kim, Woman Who Delivers Books by Packhorse in 1930s Kentucky by Kim Michelle Richardson. Oh, that's awesome. Sounds like that could be interesting, Kim. Been hearing nothing but good reviews. Always worth a try. You know, sometimes it is a 5-star, but you got to try it to find out. Blood, Bullets, Rock and Roll. This is by Rio Ewers. Oh, I guess rock and roll is on our bingo card today. Meet the Bang Bang sisters, Bria, Jessie, and Flo. Together, they're a killer rock band with an unbreakable bond. But that's only half the story. Offstage, they're highly skilled vigilantes traveling the country in their beaten up tour van to exact justice on criminals who have slipped through the systems. Part rock stars, part assassins, they're a force to be reckoned with. Drawn by a tantalizing lead, the sisters head to Reidsville, Alabama, a city crawling with destitution and corruption, where they close in on a notorious serial killer known as the Wren. But they soon discover that they have walked straight into a trap set by Chance Cotter, a ruthless mobster with a personal vendetta. Bruised and beaten, the sisters find themselves at the mercy of chance and a sadistic game of survival that will pit them against each other. 48 hours, one city, 3 sisters, only one of them can survive. Oh my. The Perfect Sister by Stephanie DeCarolis. A woman's search for her missing sister on the sandy white beaches of the Hamptons uncovers a wealth of secrets worth killing for. Alex Walker has always looked up to her perfect older sister. Maddie has succeeded in all the ways Alex has not. She escaped their hometown and seems to have put the memories of their unstable childhood behind her. But despite the different paths their lives have taken, the two sisters made a pact to spend 1 week together every summer. It was a promise they'd never broken, until now. When Maddie suddenly cancels her annual trip home, Alex begins to worry. But when Maddie stops returning her calls altogether, Alex is certain something is wrong. Relying on the only clues Maddie left behind, Alex follows her sister's footsteps to Hamptons, where she meets the Blackwell family, the last people to have seen Maddie before she vanished into thin air. The Blackwells seem to have it all: wealth, beauty, and a beachside mansion on a private stretch of Hampton's real estate. It's a world unlike any Alex has ever known, but she quickly discovers that looks can be deceiving, and that a life of luxury always comes at a cost. Sort of like that TV show Revenge. Did you ever watch that? That was good. I have two old friends who are school librarians that both loved it. Ah, I like the cover of the Perfect Sister. Yep. And Kim, we are hopefully getting rain. Oh, again today. I'm hoping to sit outside reading. Oh, that'll be nice. Marie says, too hot here in Virginia to sit outside and read. So glad you can do so. Trouble in Queenstown by Delia Pitts. Introduces private investigator Vandy Merrick in a powerful mystery that blends grief, class, race, and family with thrilling results. Evander Vandy Merrick became a cop to fulfill her father's expectations. After her world cratered, she became a private eye to satisfy her own. Now she's back in Queenstown, New Jersey, her childhood home, in search of solace and recovery. It's a small community of 9,000 souls crammed into 12 square miles, fenced by cornfields, warehouses, pharma labs, and tract housing. As a black woman, privacy is hard to come by in Q Town and worth guarding. For Vandy, that means working plenty of divorce cases. They're nasty, lucrative, and fun in an unwholesome way. To keep the cash flowing and expand her local contacts, Vandy agrees to take on a new client, the mayor's nephew, Leo Hanna. Leo wants Vandy to tail his wife to uncover evidence for a divorce suit. At first, the surveillance seems routine, but Vandy soon realizes there's trouble beneath the bland surface of the case when a racially charged murder with connections to the Hanna family rocks Q Town. Fingers point. Clients appear. Opposition to the inquiry hardens, and Vandy's sightlines begin to blur as her determination to uncover the truth deepens. She's a minor league PI with a few friends and no resources. Logic pegs her chances of solving the case between slim and hell no. But logic isn't her strong suit. Vandy won't back off. That sounds like fresh PI possible series. Bright Objects by Ruby Todd. A young widow grapples with the arrival of a once-in-a-lifetime comet and its tumultuous consequences. This is a debut novel. Sylvia Knight is losing hope that the person who killed her husband will ever face justice. Since the night of the hit and run, her world has been shrouded in hazy darkness until she meets Theo St. John, the discoverer of a rare comet soon to be visible to the naked eye. As the comet begins to brighten, Sylvia wonders what the apparition might signify. She is soon drawn into the orbit of local mystic Joseph Evans, who believes the comet's arrival is nothing short of a divine message. Finding herself caught between two conflicting perspectives of this celestial phenomenon, she struggles to define for herself where reality lies. As the comet grows in the sky, her town slowly descends further and further into a fervor over its impending apex, and Sylvia's quest to uncover her husband's killer will push her and those around her to the furthest reaches of their very lives. Interesting. T. Jefferson Parker has a new one. I did check. This is new. Desperation Reef. Jen Stonebreaker hasn't entered into a big wave surfing competition since witnessing her husband's tragic death 25 years ago at the Monsters of the Mavericks. Now Jen is ready to tackle those same monsters with her twin sons Casey and Brock, who have become competitive surfers in a perilous sport. When he's not riding waves, modeling for surfing magazines, or posting viral content for his many fans, Casey Stonebringer brings his days helping with the spends his days helping with the family restaurant, catching fish in the morning and bartending at night. Casey's love for the ocean and his willingness to expose illegal poachers on his platforms puts him on a collision course with a crime syndicate eager to destroy anyone threatening their business. Outspoken Brock Stonebreaker couldn't be more different than his twin, the founder of Breath of Life, a church and rescue mission that assists with natural disasters that no one else will touch. Brock has lived an adventurous and sometimes violent life. Not everyone appreciates the work that Brock's Breath of Life mission accomplishes, and threats to destroy his mission and his family swirl around him. As the big wave contest draws closer, a huge late fall swell is headed toward the Pacific coastline. Jen's fear gnaws at her, fear for herself, for her sons, and for what this competition will mean for the rest of their life. Interesting. Kim said if it rains, it will be okay. Plus, I have my two fans that run off charging. Ah. Prime Day. Oh, is it today on Amazon? Should I or should I not check it out? Could get into some trouble if I do. No kidding. Yep, me too, definitely. And a new entry in the Bourne saga. This is by Brian Freeman. The Bourne Shadow. When secrets from Bourne's past come to light, he may be the next thing that's buried in this latest blah blah blah. It's been over a decade since Nash Rollins recruited a brilliant, talented, but disaffected young man named David Webb to join Treadstone. Webb became the agent known as Kane and later took on the identity of Jason Bourne. That violent winter, which included Kane's first mission for Treadstone, was also a story of betrayal in ways that David never knew. So after the injury that erased Bourne's whole life, Nash lied about the circumstances of David's recruitment to Treadstone. He was afraid that learning the truth might drive Bourne out of the agency forever. But now, when Bourne meets a woman who recognizes him as David Webb, the secrets of those days begin to come out, and Bourne is forced to confront the dangerous ghosts of a past he doesn't even remember. Shades of Mercy by Bruce Borgos, second in the Porter Beck series. In the usually quiet high desert of Nevada, Sheriff Porter Beck faces one of his greatest challenges, a series of unlikely, disturbing, and increasingly deadly events of unknown origins. Porter Beck is the sheriff in the high desert of Nevada, doing the same lawman's job his father once did now that he's returned home after decades away. With his 12-person department, they cover a large area that is usually very quiet, but not of late. One childhood friend is the latest to succumb to a new wave of particularly strong illegal opioids. Another childhood friend, now an enormously successful rancher, is targeted by a military drone hacked and commandeered by an unknown source. The hacker is apparently local enough to call out Beck by name, and that means they are Beck's problem. Beck's investigation leads him to Mercy Vaughn, the one known hacker in the area. The problem is that she's a teenager locked up with no computer access at the secure juvenile detention center. But there's something Mercy that doesn't sit quite right with Beck. But when Mercy disappears, Beck understands that she's in danger and time is running out for all of them. The Wilds by Sarah Pierce, third in the Detective Ellen Warner series. Detective Ellen Warner unravels the mystery behind the disappearance of a young woman. Since the dark events that scarred her childhood, Keir Templar escaped her hometown to live life on the road. She and her twin have never lost contact until, on a trip to a Portuguese national park, Keir vanishes without a trace. Detective Ellen Warner arrives in the same park ready to immerse herself in its vast wilderness, only to hear about Keir's disappearance and discover a disturbing map she left behind. The few strangers at an isolated campsite close ranks against Ellen's questions, and the park's wild beauty starts to turn sinister. Ellen must untangle the clues to find out what really happened to Keir. But when you follow a trail, you have to be careful to watch your back. And the last one that we have for today, What Lies in Darkness by Christina McDonald, second in the Jess Lambert series. A missing family, a traumatized detective, the past and present collide. Late Christmas Eve, the Harper family's car crashed on a desolate stretch outside Black Lake. 16-year-old Alice was found injured by the side of the road, alone. It was as if her parents and younger sister Ella had simply disappeared. 1 year later, Alice is still dealing with nightmares and unanswered questions when she and her friends find Ella's bloodstained backpack in the basement of an abandoned home. As Detective Jess Lambert investigates, she uncovers dark secrets that put her on a collision course with her past. Jess's only witness is haunted by her own ghosts that might ultimately be connected to Jess. Jess will do anything to find out what happened to the Harpers, no matter how deep she has to dig, because neither the living nor the dead are giving up their secrets easily. Alrighty, well, that is all we have for today. There is a big new release coming out that I don't know what to categorize it, and I don't know if I should leave it to Friday since it is such a larger one. Yeah, maybe I'll save it for tomorrow. Okay. Well, that is all we have. Come on, you. Here we go. We do have sprints tonight at 6 p.m. Mountain Time, 8 p.m. Eastern. They'll go for 2.5 hours. My timing is perfect. The last book, The Bells. Sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't. Hope everyone has a great day. Stay cool, have fun, and laugh. Thanks so much. You are welcome. Same to you. Have a good day, everybody. Same to you. All right. Hope to see you tonight. If you're not able to, that's okay. We do them 3 times a week. Tomorrow's morning show is romance, and then Thursday will be fantasy and science fiction. Yes, please stay cool, stay hydrated. Please take care of yourselves. Read good books, and as the banner says here, don't be a bookworm. Be a bookie monster. Nom nom nom. Have a good day. God bless you.